Please subscribe my channel. And press the bell icon button, like, comment, share. We won't be talking about some of the more exotic survival weapons like throwing stars, war hammers, nailed baseball bats, or homemade survival weapons like flamethrowers, blowguns, homemade shotguns and the like. Those are, in my opinion, lethal weapons really only found on television shows. While they are undoubtedly effective for battling zombies and human scavengers, I think they're designed to be more badass looking than practical. That being said, let us look at some of the essential weapons you need to survive the great outdoors. The wilderness can be an unpredictable and dangerous place. To make matters worse, we modern humans are not naturally equipped to survive in the wilderness. As such, we need all the technological help we can get if we are to survive the unpredictable great outdoors. Thankfully, technology offers us a plethora of survival tools and weapons. Examples include guns, knives, machetes, tomahawks, swords, spears and slingshots. These survival weapons and tools will be your best friend when things go south.
This is the Schrade SCH SP1 Phantom Long Spear, one of 3 models in the SCH SP series. At an overall length of 44.5 inches, the SCH SP1 Phantom Long Spear catapults a legendary piece of primitive bushcraft and survival gear into the modern era by combining quality materials with innovative design. With safety in mind, use your thumbs to dislodge and remove the nylon fiber sheath, mindful that the double-edged spearhead underneath has an extremely sharp and pointed tip, followed by razor-sharp edges. Fashioned from hardy, impact-resistant 2CR13 stainless steel, the 7.22-inch black-coated blade slices into its target. A trio of steel bolts attaches the blood-grooved blade of the SCH SP1 to the 37-inch nylon-filled glass fiber shaft with enhanced flexibilizer for optimum performance. This shaft can also be extended by way of attachment to increase the overall reach of the SCH SP1 and make it an even more effective tool for wilderness survival. The paracord-wrapped shaft, together with strategically positioned nipples and jimping on the spearhead guard, combine to accommodate a variety of grips for either thrusting or throwing. An accessory tube containing 2 needles, 2 fishing hooks, fishing line, and 2 split shots stores inside the handle. And a ferro rod in the removable end cap provides a source of showering sparks for starting fires in emergency situations. At a total weight of just over 2.5 pounds, the SCH SP1 Phantom Long Spear is crafted from premium material.
The Double Down from Gerber. The Double Down is unlike any other tool in the market. It combines the features of a knife, a machete, and a hatchet all in one compact package. During development, we obsessed over durability, knowing it needed to withstand years of extreme impact while still delivering finesse. The butterfly opening mechanism has gears to enable controlled and safe deployment to nearly double in size. The Double Down is built for 3 activities: chopping, splitting, and core knife work. For your splitting tasks, we added jimping to the spine of the blade so that when you baton, all that energy is transferred straight into the wood. Whether you're clearing brush or small trees, the length of the Double Down optimizes your force at impact. For core knife work, choking up on the handle gives complete control over the slightly recurved blade. The quad lock system is both safe and intuitive, with a built-in stop to remind users to clear their fingers from the path of the blade. For added strength and performance, features include a stability bar and an overstrike guard. It's available in 3 colors and comes with a multi-mount sheath that can be worn vertically on the belt or attached to MOLLE webbing. This hybrid tool is proudly made in the USA and ready for the outdoors.
The only heavy-duty multi-tool that combines the core tools needed for the outdoors: an axe, a hammer, and a spade, along with dedicated room in the handle for a magazine or Combar's knife and saw. All tools fold into a rapid activation system that weighs only 3.2 pounds. As former officers in the IDF Special Forces and devout outdoorsmen, we know that the only way to execute a successful operation is by sweating the details, cutting absolutely no corners, and planning for every possible outcome. We applied the exact same logic when creating Combar. Our first goal was to make a tool with a lifetime warranty. The starting point was to ensure that each tool was developed according to US military spec standards. But since no such combined tool exists, there are no standards for it. So we created a new standard. We put Combar under heavy loads and smashed rocks with it. We left it in water for a week and poured sand into every opening. After every torture test, we double-checked that each tool was still fully functional and locked securely in place, making sure our safety mechanisms are up to the challenge. The only way to create a life-lasting tool is to use life-lasting materials. Combar's main body is made of aircraft-grade aluminum. The hammer is stainless steel. The spade is made of a single piece of titanium, and the axe combines both titanium and stainless steel to enable sharpening. The different parts are meticulously fused together to a single sturdy unit can outperform any task. To provide a great grip while using these tools, the ergonomically designed and well-balanced handle completes Combar into a tool that feels perfect in your hand. Inside the handle, there's room for Combar's knife, made of stainless steel and crafted as a top survival knife. Next to it is a place for the saw, made of aircraft aluminum and polymer with a blade replacement mechanism for full flexibility. To carry Combar, we created a holster and a case, designed for durability and rapid activation, because nature doesn't wait for you to find your gear. We've been developing Combar for 3.5 years to make sure it comes out perfect. Light, sturdy, iconic. Wherever you go with it, and whatever you do with it, Combar is the perfect heavy-duty outdoor multi-tool. Whether you're an off-roader, an avid outdoorsman, casual camper, or a hardcore survivalist, Combar will become an inherent part of your travels.
Now, the Kumatakri 3.5 is our newest update. There's the Kumatakri 1 and the Kumatakri 2, both of which had a black powder coat with black linen micarta handle scales. The new version has a Coyote tan powder coat with green canvas micarta handle scales. We've also got some red liners in there to make it pop. Now, some of the updates to this model are that number one, the top edge is not sharp. Now that was standard on the Kumatakri 1 and 2, but since a lot of people live in places where double-edged knives are illegal, we decided to make that change here. Also, there were serrations that were standard on the Kumatakri 1 and 2, which are also not on this knife. The other major change is that the standard handles for the 3.5 version are Rocky Mountain tread. Kumatakri was designed by Wei-san Johnny Tai, and the original model was actually designed as kind of a self-defense, urban defense blade. It was made for people who like larger knives. It's based on the Gurkha or the Kukri, and works really well in a combat type situation. That knife was actually so popular and so well received that it became the official knife of Snake Eyes, which is the G.I. Joe comic book series. So even though this design works so well as a combat or a defense knife, it also works really well in the outdoors. The Kukri design, or this Gurkha, has the right kind of shape to make it great for chopping. It's got a forward design. The curve on the blade makes it great for working with wood. And, you know, this is a great knife to take out into the wilderness or on your next camping trip. So the specs for the Kumatakri 3.5 are 13.5 inches in overall length with a 7-inch blade length. It is 3/16 of an inch thick and is made of 1095 high carbon steel. As I mentioned earlier, it has our Coyote tan powder coat with green canvas micarta handle scales.
Thanks for watching. Product by link given in description.